in the morning light, the cameras start to roll. Yuba-Sutter live, watch the stories unfold. Tune in on Tuesday, the news comes alive. Yuba-Water Agency, making sure we thrive. Yuba City Council, with Marysville in view. Yuba-Sutter live, it's the truth that comes through. Tune in on Tuesday, the news comes alive. Yuba-Water Agency, making sure we thrive. Yuba City Council, with Marysville in view. Yuba-Sutter live, it's the truth that comes through. Yuba-Sutter live, it's the truth that comes through.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Good evening. Call this evening's meeting of the Marysville City Council to order. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilmember Belza? Here. Councilmember Gilchrist?
Here.
Councilmember Hudson?
Here.
Vice Mayor Buckawoli?
Here.
Mayor Branscum.
Thank you. Here. Would you please stand and join in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
Nothing to report at this time.
Mr. City Attorney, anything to report from closed session?
Mr. Mayor, there is nothing to report from closed session.
Thank you, sir. Chief Sachs, I see you have something to share with us.
Glad I brought my glasses.
Yeah, let that pass. Paricia, I think your presence is required.
So this evening, I have the distinct pleasure to be honored to give a letter of commendation to Miss Paricia Rodney, our CSO of ours, and just kind of bring it to light for council. I'm going to read this, but the gentleman behind this story, Anthony Atkinson, just to put it into perspective, he's an unhoused individual within our community that has tapped a lot of resources, from the healthcare services to the department to Miss Rodney's time. And just in the last 8 months, we had 61 contacts with this individual, and 90% of those was all Miss Rodney. And just becoming familiar with him, was able to just be truly inspirational in our core mission about helping people in our community, and she prides herself with that. She ended up, she was relentless in finding family in the state of Oregon. I think his mom's like 85 years old, coordinated and worked with family to get up here to get him to take care of him. They took him back to Oregon. She followed up last week, and he's gotten the health care up there that he needs. He's on his road to recovery, and it's just a truly inspirational story. So sometimes we feel like the system's broken, and the work that we do day in and day out is just so repetitive, and we don't see some change in that. But be rest assured that the hard work that all the men and women are putting in, especially Miss Rodney, this is just a shining example of the work that goes in day in and day out, and the fact that she was able to get him to a better environment and a better place, and on the road to that recovery, and and made our community also a better place because the resources aren't being tapped and drained so much. So, with that, this letter of commendation is presented to Paricia Rodney. Community Service Officer Rodney, you display outstanding and compassionate service, and it truly is an honor to recognize you for your dedication and professionalism in making Marysville a better place. Your exceptional dedication and proactive approach in assisting Anthony Atkinson, a well-known unhoused individual in our community, exemplifies the highest standards of our department and significantly contributed to both his well-being and the safety of our city. Your commitment was evident when you took the initiative to assist Anthony's mother, despite being on your off-duty time. Your will time to locate and support Anthony was a testament to your dedication. She was on vacation when his family showed up, and they reached out to her, and she was able to use another team that she's a part of. They were able to locate him so we can connect him with his family. Your efforts did not end there. You continue to provide invaluable support when his mother arrived in California, and due to the rapport with him, ultimately able to facilitate a successful resolution. Through your actions, you not only helped in addressing a significant community concern, but also made a profound impact on an individual's life. Your intervention led to Anthony's return to a more stable environment, therefore reducing the strain on community resources and contributing to the overall betterment of our city. Your exemplary service is a shining example of the compassion, dedication, and professionalism that define our department and organization. Your actions have positively influenced our community and reflect great credit upon yourself, the department, and the city of Marysville. And I am super proud that you work for us. That's not in there, but I added that.
Thank you.
I told her to say a speech, but she doesn't say speeches, Mr. Mayor. Few words of wisdom. You got it. Come on. Few words of wisdom. Besides, thank you.
Thanks to everybody. It really was a team effort, so it wasn't just me, but I appreciate it.
Every time we hear your name, Paricia, it's always in glowing terms. Good for you. Thank you.
Chief?
Yeah.
Is the barbecue tomorrow in honor of Paricia?
Right.
I thought it was.
No? Well, yeah, we could say that, too. Hey, and we're having a barbecue tomorrow outside the courtyard at 11:30, honoring Paricia and everybody else.
And Mr. Flores has donated a $700 barbecue for that, too.
What? Oh, she wants one more.
So I do want to say that while the mayor's getting back up here, Paricia, every time I see her, she is got that same smile on her face, and she has just been a wonderful addition to the police department. She goes out there every day, ready to go, and has done wonders for the city.
Oh, that was fun. Okay. Let everybody get down. Next on the agenda is a proclamation recognizing the the 113th National Day of the Republic of China in the city of Marysville and the sister city status. Judy, would you come forward?
Before you get started, I would like to invite, before we get started, I would like to invite the Friends of the Bacchae who are here, because now the sister city is chartered underneath the Friends of the Bacchae. So I would like the president, Leanna, to come up with me. The others want to, if they want to.
Gordon, are you going to be bashful?
He's going to take pictures. Like he always does.
Here.
We're a small group of mighty.
I'll stand behind this when I'm reading this.
I think we need to do something.
Anybody done it?
Yo. I'll read it to y'all, then we'll get our picture taken. The following is a proclamation declaring October 10th, next week, 2024, as the 113th National Day of the Republic of China in the city of Marysville. Since March 14th, 1986, spirit of lasting friendship and in recognition of mutual benefits between two cities, Marysville, California, in the United States of America, and Peking, is that proper? That's what I thought, Peking, Yunlin County, Taiwan, Republic of China, agreed to establish officially a sister city relationship. And whereas the fulfillment of establishing the sister-tie relationship between Marysville and Peking has been a true-hearted wish of the people of the two cities. We are determined to be devoted to joint efforts in maintaining close contact with each other, promoting mutual understanding, friendship, and reliance, and bringing about free, secure, healthy life for the people of the two cities. And whereas the Republic of China has a unique personality and was founded on the basis of the following three principles: government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Sounds familiar. And whereas October 10th, 2024 is the 113th anniversary of the founding of the Republic of China, and the Marysville City Council, on behalf of the residents of our community, find it appropriate to honor and commend the Republic of China on this very special occasion. The Marysville City Council encourages all residents of the city of Marysville to celebrate with the people of the Republic of China and Taiwan on this special occasion. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Marysville does hereby proclaim October 10, 2024 as the 113th National Day of the Republic of China in the city of Marysville. Did you have something you wanted to share, Mayor Spokeswoman?
I just want to briefly say, for those who don't even know or haven't heard the term 1010, it is October 10th, and it's referred to the National Day of Republic of China. It's a national holiday in Taiwan, and it's the double 10th day. Marks 1911. In 1911, the Wuchang Uprising, and the Taiwan people escaped China for the freedom, So I'm proud myself to be a representative. We were fortunate enough, a group of us, we did go to Taiwan and represented Marysville. We were treated wonderfully. And they want to encourage it more. And I did talk to the general today, and he does have an invitation for you to come join him in their 1010 celebration next Tuesday in San Francisco. So thank you for the honor. We'll make sure he gets it, or if you're able to make it, we gave it to him.
Anyway, here's the proclamation. Just let come around and just get Let me get rid of the glasses.
He's supposed to get the flag.
Here we go. Word with his camera.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take my jacket off now. Thank you all. We'll now move to the Community and Consent Calendar Forum. And this is an opportunity for any member of the public to speak on any issue not already on the agenda or on a matter on the consent calendar. If you choose to speak, if you'd like to speak, you can get a speaker's card from the city clerk. If you're online and would like to speak, raise your hand online and you'll be recognized in due course. And if you have any documentation you'd like to distribute to the council, you can mail that to the city clerk, 526 C Street, Marysville, 95901. Madam Clerk, do we have anyone who wishes to speak? We do. We do not.
We do not, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, then we will move to the consent calendar. All matters on the consent agenda are considered routine and therefore approved by one motion unless a council member or the city manager first requests that a matter be removed from the consent agenda for separate discussion and action. What is the will of the council?
So moved.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, Madam Clerk. We now move to the discussion and action calendar. All matters, there's one matter in this section, and it will be discussed and acted on. And again, members of the public may speak on this matter when called upon. And again, if you're here and you'd like to speak, see the city clerk. If you're online and wish to speak, you can raise your hand. And again, if anything you want to share with the council, send it to City Clerk, 526 C Street, Marysville, 95901. The matter on the discussion and action calendar is item number 1 on that agenda, 2024 Community Development Block Grant Program Notice of Funding Availability Application, Phase 3 Street Projects. That was a mouthful. Recommendation: pass a motion to approve an appropriately numbered resolution approving the submission of the 2024 Community Development Block Grant Notice of Funding Availability application for the Phase 3 Streets Project and authorize the city manager or his designee to execute all necessary documents related to the application. And I see we have our Finance Director, Jennifer Stachinsky, and our Public Works Director, Vincenzo Crosso. Please.
So good evening, Mayor and Council. So Director Cross and I are going to be tag teaming this item. I'm going to just go over briefly how this grant works, and then Director Cross will be going over the actual street projects that we're presenting. So again, tonight we're excited to be able to present our request to submit for the 2024 CDBG, seeking $3.3 million to repave sections of West Marysville. So this initiative is essential as it will primarily benefit the low to moderate income residents that are in that area, which is a part of the CDBG goals and missions. So as part of our planning process, we held a public hearing on July 23rd of this year to gather information for potential projects. The NOFA, which is the Notice of Funding Availability for this project, was released on August 30th. And in that, we determined the best approach to move forward with for this round was an over-the-counter project, which means that it's ready to bid upon award. So it needs to be ready to go. So with that, the application portal will open at 9 a.m. on this month, October 29th, and it is a first-come, first-serve. So at 9 o'clock, we need to be on submitting all of our documents. If we're too late, there's a possibility it would not come through on that. So to be able to meet all of our requirements, we've been collaborating with Adams Ashby, who's been our consultant who works with us on these types of applications to make sure that we have all the necessary documentation. So you've noticed that we had two policies tonight on consent, and these were so that we can be compliant for CDBG. And there will be some additional policies and procedures that will be coming next council meeting that also need to be adopted prior for us to be able to apply for this. So that's the basics of us going into application, and then I'm going to turn it over to Director Kraza as he's going to actually go over the further details of the proposed street project.
Great. Thank you, Jennifer. So good evening, City Council, Mayor, again, Vincenzo Kraza, Public Works Director. And I'm here to talk about a little bit about the CDBG 3 project. It sounds like a trilogy. This is the third movie. So this map is the same one I presented at our June 13th, 2020 Measure C Town Hall meeting. It's, you can click the next one. And the animation is now called Measure G. So it is our ballot measure to continue the city's 1 cent sales tax. This was when I updated the public on our citywide paving plan and its funding sources. And on here, you see the funding sources in different colors. But as shown in your staff report attachment 5, or highlighted here in the lime green, there you go. CDBG Phase 3 will pave the streets in our West Marysville area from 10th Street to the south, to 14th Street to the north boundary, D Street to your east, to J Street to the west. For clarity, we also applied for previous CDBG grants. In 2019, that was Phase 1. That's the cyan color. And earlier this year in 2024 for Phase 2, that's the dark blue and green color there. We were notified recently that we were awarded CDBG Phase 2 and have expedited our Aldridge, Kaminsky, Bottler neighborhood sewer main relocation project. That's the green little diagram right there at the head of that arrow. So that we could put the sewer line in and then come back later to pave with CDBG Phase 2 money. Of course, we'll come back to council for approval of those bid awards later. So Phase 3, the item that is for tonight, is just a continuation of our community development block grant funds to maintain our roads in eligible areas. Do you have any questions for us?
What's the probability of securing this grant?
Well,
with it being over the counter,
we're not going to hold you to it.
No, with it being over the counter and us having everything ready, it really is first come, first serve. So as long as we can be one of the first cities on the 29th to get all of our information in, press submit, and have all the correct information, then it's fairly well. If we wait for a day or two to submit, probably all the funding will be gone. So it needs to be that day.
Then I would anticipate you being here until midnight on the 28th, and at 0001 on the clock on the 29th, submit.
It's at 9 a.m., so they open the portal at 9.
And we'll approve the overtime for that, Jim.
It is all hands on deck. Adams Ashby will be ready to go. Our staff will be ready to go. Jennifer will have her hands on the keyboard, and we will submit as soon as possible. It's an unusual process for state and federal government to do. Usually you would submit a grant and it would be awarded based on its merit. And here it's how fast you can enter the information and get it to them. So hard to judge the probability, though over the past years we've been fairly successful in getting our grants in on time or quickly. And in fact, phase 2 we secured because we had everything ready and hit all the buttons at the right time.
So if I'm hearing you right, this is like trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets online?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
A little bit more.
Our odds might be a little better. Yeah.
It's about a month and a half work of behind-the-scenes work with staff to get all the documents done. Also with John Mallon, MHM has to put together all of our bid specs, all of our engineering, all of our certifications. So it is a team effort across the board with several entities to get this going.
Awesome.
Through the chair.
Sir, well, we have room for public comment. Go ahead. We're open for public comment.
No comments, Mayor.
Thank you. Closed. Sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Just out of curiosity, I see it's a 6.2 shortfall due to the state's shortfall. Is that going to increase any as we go forth, or is that a set number? 6.2 shortfall, $275,000 for the green means go to the city of Marysville?
Oh, I think you're referring to a different grant. Are you
Different
referring? Is that
item,
it?
okay.
That
Yeah, the grant
I believe
loan,
that
okay.
is the Green Means Go.
Okay.
Which we were awarded $293,000. There was a 6% shortfall, and they did remove $18,000 from that grant, but that's completely separate.
Awesome.
We've already
My
been
fault.
awarded that grant.
Thank you very much. That's the next one I saw on the agenda. Appreciate that.
We do have a lot of grants currently going on, so I can understand.
Anything else from the council? Oh,
If I may, and Director Carrazza mentioned this, the sewer project. We will be coming back to council at some point in time to award that, recommend an award for the sewer project that is underlying phase 2. That project will be paid with bond money from our bond refinancing. Is that correct, Jim?
That is correct. That was our 2021 project financing. We did $3 million in project funds, and so we are going to be spending that to be able to complete this project.
And it's a much needed project, getting the sewer lines out of people's backyards and into the right of way. As I said, it will be coming to council. We haven't let it out to bid yet, but once we do, and assuming we'll get a clean bid and be able to award, we'll be coming to council to have that done prior to paving the road for obvious reasons. So just a heads up that that's coming.
Thank you. What's the will of the council?
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Second.
I'll second.
Motion moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now to committee reports, council comments. Councilman Belza.
Nothing to report tonight. Would just like to thank staff for all the hard work and everything you guys are doing lately. Appreciate all of it. Nadine, it's been good working with you the last couple of weeks. I'm glad you're on board with us. So that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Councilman Gilchrist.
No committee reports or council comments tonight.
Thank you. Councilman Hudson.
I too have no committee reports. I just want to thank for all the diligent work with the ongoing dilemma in the city of Marysville between staff and so forth. I know it's taken a lot of time from all of our departments. And I just want the constituents to know that we do hear loud and clear of the dilemma that's going on with that albatross currently, and I understand what some of you guys are dealing with. So thank you to our staff. I know that you're heard.
Mr. Vice Mayor.
I have no committee report. I'd like to tell Chris, good job with your hire, obviously. And just all the staff are doing a good job. Our new member over here doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Two quick things. This morning I looked out at the lake and it wasn't as perfect as it was a couple days before. And I thought about it, and almost as soon as I thought about it, within an hour or so, I noticed the wake of a boat going across the lake, taking care of everything. And the lake is perfect once again. the treatments that are happening there. And over the weekend, and this is sort of a community thing, the Marysville High School classes of 1964 and 65, talking old people, had a class reunion at the Elks Club. My sister was a member of the class of 65. I'm class of 67. And since I hung out with her and her girlfriends a lot, and the fellows in the classes, I was her date. And the Elks Club was a fabulous venue, Brad. It was first rate. Everybody loved the food, and it was a wonderful time. Beyond that, that's not really official, but I thought it was noteworthy. Madam Clerk, any council correspondence?
There was a letter that came in from the Marysville Joint Unified School District. It is in council's mailboxes regarding a grant that the Marysville Joint Unified School District did receive to host a family program to teach young parents how to care for their children, and they are looking for collaboration with the city. So those letters are in your mailbox for review.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. City Manager.
Everybody's probably a little warm in here, so this announcement shouldn't be shocking. The air conditioner has failed on us. Ironically, we have been working to do significant work on the roof and air conditioning on City Hall, but now the unit has completely failed that cools this chamber, and we're looking at the best option. It's expensive to repair, but we don't know if we can get a new unit in here in a timely manner. So bear with us. We're hoping to have something back up and running before the next council meeting. That's where we're at with that. Another item, and I'm going to let Director Carraza give some detail, but we are going to have a bridge closure on 5th Street for a brief period of time on the weekend, and I'll let Vincenzo give the details on that.
Great, very good. So on Saturday, October 12th, from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., Yuba City Public Works and Marysville Public Works will be closing the bridge, both directions, entire bridge closure, for annual maintenance. Yuba City does this last year and the year before that, and we are responsible for maintenance on our side of the abutment. So Yuba City takes the span and their side of the abutment, and Marysville is responsible for ours. We have a detour in place. We've contacted Caltrans, especially with the hotel detour, so they're aware of that, and they're also going to have a notification as well.
And the chief keeps wincing whenever this is brought up. We have a significant soccer tournament, I believe, and then another event with Lions down there. Yes. So
the Realtors Association is doing their party.
Association. Yeah, it will be a very chaotic weekend, we have a feeling. So bear with us on that one, too. On the good side, I'm going to let Dan, our Community Development Director, Mr. Flores, give us an update on events coming up.
And I overlooked one thing. Mr. City Attorney, in today's paper, I saw something about a 2,500-pound pumpkin winning the pumpkin contest, and you normally enter that, don't you?
Sadly, it was not my pumpkin, but yes, it was a spectacular pumpkin. It came from Oregon, and yes, a big orange.
So how big was yours?
818 pounds. 1/3.
He missed it by a hair.
Yeah.
Next regular meeting of the Marysville City Council will be Tuesday, October 1st, 2024 at 6.
Wait, comments? Do I get comments?
Speak.
I just have a couple, so I won't keep you too long, Mr. Mayor. First, I just want to congratulate everybody on the closing of the B Street property. That just happened yesterday. It's a historic moment for the city of Marysville, and as the finance director just reminded me, the check came in today, so we know that we've been paid, and I think it's wonderful. Spoke to the developers this morning. They're looking forward to setting up a date for a groundbreaking with you all, and they are looking forward to beginning to move dirt, in their words, and so they want to move dirt and get some groundwork done before they go vertical, and their plan would be to go to vertical in later in the spring, so next spring coming up. So after they go vertical, they're going to build in 3 phases. So they'll start with the grocery store and the Starbucks, and then immediately following that will be the hotel. The grocery store and the Starbucks should be open by next year, and then following that time, we'll have the hotel open by the following year. The hotel will have 113 rooms with an event center. So that would be it's going to be great when we watch this thing go up. So, and just a few other announcements on top of that, really great news. I just want to also thank everybody who's really played a role in this, all the way from, I know Councilman Belza referring the broker who worked with us, Ed Nelson, City Manager Jim Shadd, also our council, Brant Fordson, really worked, basically day and night in the last few weeks just to get things to where they are now, and it's just a great feeling, historical moment for the city of Marysville. So looking forward to watching that go up. So congratulations.
How many rooms is that supposed to be?
That was 113 rooms, yeah, with an event center. So the event center will hold 300 individuals, and there'll be a lot of parking there as well. So, all right, some quick announcements on top of that. Let's see. So we have a ribbon cutting happening at Moon Magic. So we hope to invite all of you. I know the police and fire hopefully will be attending with us. We can come to the ribbon cutting. That's at 325 D Street. And Moon Magic is a business. It's been there for a little while, but they're going to show off their wares, especially their Halloween costumes and different items that they have there. So it'd be nice if you can all attend that. Marysville Joint Unified School District is having their CTE showcase on October 9th. And I know that Nadine will be putting all this in your calendar so you'll know when these things are coming up. But I think it's important to note. The Sutter Yuba Association of Realtors have their annual party for the first time in the city of Marysville. So this is really a great deal for us as we've been able to attract different venues to Marysville. One was the Social Club that used to formerly be the 2030 Club, and now they're the Social Club, and they had the Brew Fest. Another coming up will be the Chamber of Commerce, and now the Sutter Yuba Association of Realtors have a giant picnic. It will be at Lions Grove on October 12th. I encourage you to stop by and visit the realtors. They come from both Yuba and Sutter, and they'll be there a good part of the day starting at noon for the picnic.
Where's that going to happen?
That's going to happen at Lions Grove, yeah.
Where's that?
Lions Grove is in Beckworth Riverfront Park, Mayor.
Thank you.
You bet. Yeah, and again, we'll make sure you get these on the calendar. And then we also have Tales of the Crypt, which is great. Our cemetery folks put that together every year, and that's going to be on this. October is a very busy month, so October 12th, Tales from the Crypt. If you haven't attended that, it's a really cool event. You go to the cemetery, and there's all sorts of tales that they tell at night, and it's really a fun event. So hopefully I'd encourage all of you to go. And then we have Trunk or Treat by the Yuba County Probation Department, and that's on October 25th. And this is also a fun event for kids. Basically, there's lots of treats in the back of trunks of cars, and they can go around and get those treats. I don't know all the details of it. Maybe Chris Sachs or Chief Sachs may know some more of that, but I encourage you to attend that as well. So that's October 25th. And then we have Scarysville, which is really a big event on D Street, downtown Marysville. The MBA has taken the lead on making sure that we have this event this year. And they're going to, again, having children walk up and down D Street, and it's just a really fun night as well. So we have that. And then, of course, we have the Veterans Parade on November 11th. And there's some other events in between, but I think that's good enough for tonight. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I don't think anybody in this room could read off a bunch of events with more enthusiasm and joy than you could. Bravo. Okay. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Marysville City Council will be Tuesday, October 1st, 2024 at 6 p.m. We are now adjourned.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Thinking good vibes one day at a time. At Edible Memories, life is sublime. In every bite, you'll find a dream. Join us now, let your heart beam. Step inside, sharing the fun. Edible Memories Bakery, where happiness runs.
Edible Memories Bakery, 321 3rd Street, Marysville. EdibleMemoriesBakery.com.
In the heart of the valley, we rise so bright, where the news flows freely in the morning light. Yuba-Sutter.live, where truth comes alive. Every Tuesday's a journey, it's where we thrive. Watch it unfold. Yuba-Sutter.live, in the heart of our home. Be informed, be wise. Yuba-Sutter.live, we capture it all. Policy debates, hear the people's call.